Hi guys. So forgive my sloppiness. One day I'm gonna come on this video and look like a decent human being, but in the meantime you have come along the road of what the actual Kelly looks like. So I wanted to take today to let you guys get to know a little bit more about me and my journey and what it's looked like just outside of just the TTC and just some of those very basic things that I talked about in the first video. Although what I'm going to talk about is still going to connect to the TTC journey. But if you guys have not done so, go back to my first video and check out the very, very brief introduction that I gave on kind of where we are. And where we've been in the past. I try not to go on for too long. But other than that, today I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about mental health, because that's been a super big thing for me. And it has affected me along this journey a lot, and it still continues to. So I personally have a history of depression and probably some anxiety, but I've not been diagnosed with it. And I think the anxiety really kind of relates in some ways to the depression. It's kind of just like a trigger that I notice before I get depressed. And for a while there, it was really bad. To the point of suicidal ideations. And so I started therapy. And I've been in therapy for years now. I love my therapist. She is very straightforward, and I could not have done any of this without her. So, you know, if you guys are looking for a therapist, inquiry in the Illinois area, let me know. So as part of this journey, though, I talk about this with her, and she did not flat out say, I don't think you're ready for it, until more recently. But I wasn't ready for it at that time. I did not have my mind together, and there was no way I was going to bring a baby into this world with that headspace. It just wasn't going to happen. I was deep down in the dumps. And so when I wasn't doing well, when things were not going great in this journey, it was taking me even further in. So at some point, I went to a psychiatrist. I got on psychotropic meds. I was taking Prozac, and that helped substantially. But on top of that, over time, I was just learning coping skills and trying to do some things for me. And over the course of this, I've learned how to knit. I'm going to show you guys a little brief thing. So I'm making my friend this scarf. Sorry, wrong side. I'm making my friend this scarf. So this is just some, YouTube will teach you anything. But that's one of the things that's helped me. Like, it's really kind of helped me through this process. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it. But when I got closer to the IVFs and the transfer cycles, my first psychiatrist said, you're going to have to stop taking the meds. But I don't think his intention was for me to stop taking them, just like out of the blue. To be fair, though, I did try to ease myself off of it. Did a terrible job. I did a terrible job at it. And I was so moody. In the first second I found myself being moody, I was like, nah, that's not for me. So all the ladies in my support group were like, no, that's a bad psychiatrist. If they think that you need to stop, this is the worst time to stop. And I didn't disagree, having determined how I felt off of them. But then his practice closed, and I went to a new psychiatrist, which I've been with for maybe a month and a half, maybe two. And she's agreed that I needed to be off of the meds, at least in the first trimester and the third trimester. So I figured it was worth a try. I knew the hormones were going to be all over the place. So I did stop. But she eased me off of them week by week, took me down little by little. And so I'm off of them completely now. And I have my moments. I'm not to the point where I was, but I have my moments. This journey will take you deep down into some very depressing thoughts, And the ladies in my support group know that I have had some very self-defeating talking. And it can get hard. It really can. So that's why it's not only important to have all the mental health support you need, but just like the social support, people who understand, people you can talk to. And even if you don't have a support group, family and friends can be that support if you feel comfortable with that. For me, I have amazing friends and family who understand and are really there with me. I don't have people who are questioning or bringing me down or asking me why or anything. Like, all my people are so excited for me to get through this journey, and so I couldn't be more grateful for them. But I know everybody doesn't have it, so it's important to find that tribe that when you're going through this, and especially if you have mental health issues. So I would highly recommend being on top of your mental health, but also advocating for yourself is important when it comes to your mental health. I feel prepared to be off my medication, but I also know that there are people who are not, who cannot be off of their medication. So looking into different forms of medication that will work, looking into psychiatrists who also function in reproductive, like have a history or background of knowledge in reproduction and infertility issues, and they are out there. My insurance, it was a little difficult to find, but they're out there though, is the point. You can find them on honestly, I find everything on Google, but it's on psychology. Oh gosh, I can't remember. But if you go on that psychology page, I did not know I had this hole, y'all. That is crazy. Maybe I can knit it up though. Anyway, psychology, US, psychology, something psychology. But you can find, the point is you can find it. You can find everything out there. Look into natural things, look into yoga, look into anything that you think will help you to get you through this. Remember, even if you do not have mental health issues, this will physically and mentally drain you. So make sure you are getting that support. And I mean, I know as I go, I'm going to be talking about all kind of different things. And I say that I don't, I'm doing this because I feel like we need to have a voice, especially as Black women who do not talk about fertility. We don't talk about any health issues out loud. I had no idea about anything in my family in regards to reproductive issues other than my grandma just struggled with miscarriage. I don't even know that she knew why. I don't. But I think it's important that we're talking about all of these things too. So some of my videos are going to be me ranting, and I apologize. Some of this is just you getting my backstory. Some of this is me advocating for the bigger need. But you know, we're in this together, and we need to feel supported. So I mean, if you guys want to follow me, just to get my story or just to connect with me in any other way, I also have an Instagram page. It is called I'm almost forgetting. It's called TTC Holiday Journey, and holiday spelled with 2 L's, and I'll put it down in the comments too. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to kind of talk about today, but I definitely will be back, and I hope that I see you guys back too. Please subscribe, come follow my journey. Hopefully you'll get to we'll all learn some positive things very soon. All right guys, talk to you later.